Right, we're on Subaru, yeah. So basically we've done loads to it, but we haven't. We've been really busy. So basically we are. Well, this video's like I'm recording this video now, but all the footage has been done before. Barker's got his lip out. Anyway, so we're well busy in here today. We're trying to get things ready for summertime. How are we, Dave? Yep. Try to get things ready for summer. So the customer's little GSI there and another GSI there. So basically, if you don't know about GSIs, that's the little brother to that. That's Barker and his fucking lip. we call, he's got a shrimp boat. Look at his lip, come here. He's got a fucking shrimp boat, man. Anyway, so yeah, just watch. This video is all for Subaru now, so it's just bits and bats, so it's still not finished. But yeah, anyway, but Subaru, you'll see, watch the video. I'm going to put it on there. Give you a quick walk around of these while they're here. Because a lot of people do appreciate stuff like this, so that's obviously low mileage, 60,000 miles from it. 59,000. It's come because someone's fit the timing belt wrong or something, bent out valves, and it wants a little bit of welding. So, from last time, we ain't done naught with it really. Seats have been taken out and we've gone to the upholstery, but other than that. So, at the moment, David is doing this hole here. Oh, this is all just rusty at this. We're going to take this off. Well, we're going to try to pull it down and then we're going to try and fix that there with a plate, but if we can't, we're just going to make that again. Rob's just cleaning up this side here. I'm making bros, because that's what Rob does, just makes bros. It's probably the only decent thing that he can do. I'm afraid he can't even do that right good, to be totally honest with you. I am going to chop, so I've just put a little bit of plate in there. I'm going to put a plate in there now, just make a plate for it. And then I'm going to make that plate there, chop that bit out there. Obviously we need to do that still. So yeah, I'll probably just time-lapse most of this welding bit, because this welding bit's a bit boring, isn't it? So I might just keep cutting in and showing you the finished products, but obviously this sill and this bit here, as you know, is done. It's all sealed up inside now. It's just a case of stripping it all out in there now, in wheel arch and painting it all, but you can see in there, it's all nice and solid. So obviously once we've wrapped it all that, we'll clean all the wheel arch out, wrap it all and paint it white, it's going to look alright. Yeah, and then it's start bodywork in it, but yeah, the car underneath isn't that bad to be fair. It's got two knob heads underneath it, but other than that. Right, anyway, we shall, looks like we've got a bit of a water leak there. We'll move on and carry on. So, ciao-ski for now-ski. So we've gone from having that little bit there to just ending up having to do all that bit there as well. So that's where we're at. This bit here, welded that back bit, welded that bit there, made a plate for that, which is going to go there when we've done, there somewhere, yep. So just waiting for that to dry a bit, and then well, you see all this on time lapse. We've got two chiefs here trying to change the light bulb.
Yep, too right. Change the light bulb. What have got to do with it?
Anyway, going again now because I won't put music back on.
I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter.
Right, so I've seen in that time lapse then, we're doing this bit. So that's pretty much finished product, other than it's going to get raptored. So obviously all that's on here now has been cleaned off, and all that there is rust converter. So once that's, well, I think it has dried and that, to be fair. Once that's done, we shall put some red oxide on here, and then we'll get some Raptor, and we'll Raptor, which, right, so Raptor's like a truck body, like a bit like this, yeah, but it's a bit stronger and a bit better. It's a truck body liner, so yeah, we'll put that on there, we'll Raptor along there, and then what we'll do with these sills, I'm not going to bother taking these plug welds off, I can't bother. Just done that little bit there, and then we're going to put some holes probably in top, and we'll put some Denitrol, fucking yeah, whatever they call it, I can't remember what they call it now, Denitrol or something. Put that down into there. I've got some somewhere knocking about, but I don't know where it's gone. Put that into the sills, and that'll what do I call it. Probably won't seal all the way along there because I want the water to be able to get out at some point. So I might end up leaving. In fact, I might even go in with a screwdriver and just pushing it apart in places just so water can run out if it ever gets any water in there. There's no sunroof on this car, so really by rights it shouldn't fill up with water as such. But that side there's all rust remover converter. This side here hasn't been done yet, but you can see it's not a bad looking thing really, you know. So I'm going to put some rust converter on there now, and then we'll get on with that side as well, getting that sill put on and stuff. So yeah, join me back in a bit. Right, I'm going to get on with this bit now. So what I'm going to do with this is I am going to chop this lip off here, because I don't want that lip on, because I'm not going to have that. I'm going to fold it under off my other off my arch, like I did the last one. Right, I'm going to fix this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chop it off, go over to the bench, and I'll just make it again, and then we'll just weld it back on along here. Pretty much. It's not as bad as the other side, to be fair, I don't think, but it's got plenty of little holes in it everywhere, so we are going to need some of this, so I'm going to have to repair it. So I've got a bit down there to do. I'm going to chop that out shortly. Well, once I've got my sill on, I know where I am with it then, and I'll address all that when I get to that bit there. But there's a little bit in there to clean up and that where I've welded that thing and ain't been in there yet, so we'll get in there shortly. But yeah, main thing is this now. We're going to get this done so we can get that on, because we want to get that on. So I have to drill all this out as well for plug welds and so on. But yeah, it's totally stripped down now, isn't it, pretty much, without engine and a couple of other bits in it, but it's, yeah, we're on with it. We are on with it. So what I did there is I just chopped that off, that lip. I'm just welding new one on because it was pretty bad with that. I ain't finished flattening it there yet, because I'm going to chop that bit off and go down there as well. But we basically chopped off this bit here. As you can see, it's not the best, is it? So it's full of holes. Look, I mean, we do need a little bit of something behind there to fold this arch over onto, so that's why I've just put it back on. But this here is where the bumper fixes up through it as well, so I'm going to put another bit of a skin back under there so they can both bolt together with arch. Obviously bolts through there to the bumper when you put it on. So I'll be chopping a lot more of this out, I think, because of that didn't that there. So obviously this arch was quite far on, so I'll probably end up just using like that much of it over to end, just about the safe side. Saves me a bit of tripod didn't out. I reckon as well, when I do chop that there, because this is all over the place, this, when I do chop that there, it'll relieve that tension that's creating, and it should just come a little bit back straight. So yeah, I'll finish this off and then I'll be on with, well, like I said, I need to do these bits down here, and then all this welding work's going to be done. So we are going to be on prepping this for paint, getting rid of all these little bits here, prepping car for paint. Robin, that's already prepped, like front and back bumper, they're already prepped for primer. Like I said, we've done with them what they cost. So anyway, we're on with it now. So we've got some new wheels for it, and we've got some of them plastic wind deflectors that got that thing there. Because I've got some Moretta lights as well. We bought some twin headlights for it. Try to get it to look like my old Scooby that I had back in the day. I had a white one, WRXS TI, and that was an import. And yeah, I'm trying to get it to look similar to that. So I'll put some photos of that in this video at some point as well, of that car that I had when I was only about 18 at the time. So long time ago. I'm 42 now. So anyway, right, yeah, we'll go on to the next bit of video. Right, our welding's done now, so we're going to get on with this filler work. So what we're going to do, we're going to put a piece of plastic across here, yeah, and we're going to get this. I've bent it all up there, and obviously it's misshapened it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of that little lip there and that. We're going to put some plastic there around, and that'll give us, as you're going to see, I won't be able to do it both with one hand, but you'll see that will give us, try it. It'll give us a perfect circle anyway. You'll see on time lapse. I'll do it now. Like I say, all welding's done now, so we are on with bodywork at last. My days, man, this bit should fly now though. It's just having time to get around to it, so anyway, get on with it now. So at the moment I'm just using some of that structural filler. Basically it's just like fiberglass basically, but a bit thinner, and we're doing just where we've welded basically, because then a little pinholes are out. This will help stop anything coming through. Obviously we're going to seal it from back anyway, But yeah, like I say, with this here, I don't want that lip in there, so I want that straight around there. You'll see when it all comes together. I've just put a bit on here because this side's a little bit more all over the place. What I did with this one is I used my crimps instead, which is basically them, and what they do is they make it so the metal can sit behind the lip, if that makes sense. So it sits, instead of it sitting like that, it sits flush with it, but it's made it a lot harder, I think, so I should have just butted it up. But anyway, so yeah, obviously we've come down just this line here again, like we did last time. So with that, what's something like? We've kept the original line basically, so it should be something like. So it's all welded up in there. All welding's done now, other than that front bit. What I need to do. So this is going to be raptored and so on. Inside wheel arches and that, so I'll be raptored as well. So yeah, we'll let this go off a little bit. It's a little bit cold today. I'll probably get it off at ramp now, to be fair, because it doesn't need to be at ramp for any of this body work. Oh well, it does actually, because I need a raptor. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to put some riv nuts in here at each side to bump it up. So I'm going to do that now. So basically, the riv nut is just like a bolt, but sorry, a nut, but it fixes into metal rather than you having to put a nut on top of it, if that makes sense. So I'll get some of them in there because they're going to fasten through these holes here for holding it, bumper up at front. And then we're going to just start getting really onto bodywork, and it should all come together very, very fast. Big elephant in the room there, look. That's just landed, so that's going to be on channel very soon. This is a Vauxhall Calibre. Only 500 of them made, so you might not have ever even seen one, to be fair, but they're quite rare. So that's going to be on channel soon. That's going to be having this is a customer's car, and this is going to be having a underneath restoration, so stay tuned for that.
Light in the dark now, you and me somehow. Hold me close, don't let go. In this rhythm we'll flow. Echoes of your name, hearts in sync the same. Pulse of love in this night, two souls dancing in light. Feel the beat of you, every moment true. Wanna stay right here, where there's no more fear. Too soon, wanna stay in this tune. Just one touch, we're alive. In your eyes
We're back on doobie-doo. Right, so I've got some new torches. Anyway, couldn't get that panel because I was just getting messed about left, right and centre. So what I've had to do, we drilled it off, pulled this bit back straight behind it, pull that bit back straight, and then I've just had to use my hammer and dolly and try and get that somewhat like, I chopped it off, try and get something like, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to weld it all back on, and I'm going to straighten it up a little bit more, just down here, and then obviously paint it. So what we're going to end up doing, I think, we're just going to paint the engine bay as well, down sides, and then that way it covers all this up. So yeah, it looks rough at the moment, but I'm going to chop this bit off. Once I've got it all neat, I'm going to chop that bit off and then I'll make that bit there again. And obviously once all this paint that's cleaned off, it won't look that bad anyway. But obviously what's sealing up and that, and probably put just a bit of skimming filler over them little dints there where I've been hammering dollying it out. And then that'll be done. So Dave's on with doors again. We've decided to just take them straight down to nothing. because there's some serious dents in them. So proper full skim. Rob's just flattening that off so we can get some paint. I think what we'll do is we'll probably paint the inside of doors and the inside door shuts, and then we'll put them back on and we'll paint full car as a full car. I think that's how we're going to go about doing it, but we shall see. So yeah, I'm going to get on with that. Dave's getting on with that. I'll probably do a bit of time lapse with Dave doing that. Then again, I might do a bit of time lapse with me doing this. I don't know yet. Anyway, we're on with it. We've got intense debate going on in the workshop. We like them, but we like them.
I'm just going to do both.
So I figured that we're going to do both, yeah. No. First though, I'll just put this on here, look. I'll do shit with one hand. Right, one moment now. Rob, put that down a sec. So we've got crystal headlights and crystal fog lights. Yeah, or we've got Morettas. So they're obviously painted white, and then we're going to put a cold air duct in there. But it's like, do we want to go make it look pimped, or do we want to make it look fresh and standard?
Don't forget, you've got crystal spotlights as well.
We've got crystal spotlights, so we don't know what to do. We just don't know what to do.
Viewers roll off.
Viewers won't get to fucking vote, Dave. They'll be in bit time if car goes on. Right, anyway. We're on with Dave.
Clean up prepping these little plastic trims. It's going to be painted. All plastic primer, and then might need to skim some parts. See, they're a bit scuffed and scratched.
Yeah, they are a bit, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, then you only see this bit here, anyway, don't you? So I build primer on them, they'll be like, well, a bit of flatting. And Bob is on with
What we're masking, kid?
masking doors up.
Masking doors up, tacking them, panel wiping them, ready for eye build.
Yeah, well, we're not putting eye build on yet, we're putting acid etch primer on first. Rust and nibber, acid etch primer. So, we took the back glass out because we couldn't pick fucking boot up with it in. What an heavy boot that is. Anyway, so that wing's done. We've had to do a repair at the bottom of this wing. I've welded a new piece in there. You can see there, look, I've welded like a bit in just to, because it was knackered. So we'll cover that with some primer and that shortly anyway, and so on. Basically what we're going to do now is we're going to put some MIPA acid etch primer just on bare metal, just on fronts, not on backs, because all the backs are going to be done in white primer, and then paint, and obviously then along car. So that's where we are at the minute, isn't it, Bob?
That's where we're at.
Bob down. Okay, it's actually Bob down. Right, today, sun's out, guns out. Whoa. Right, so this roof, started flattening this roof off, but it's got dints everywhere. Obviously it's a massive panel, so it's going to be a right ball ache to try and get everything out, but we're going to weld that up, I think, because I've got a normal area like on Turbo 2000 which goes here, because the wind deflectors that I bought, I've got the cut out, so I didn't know that until I bought them anyway. Couple of dents in bonnet, they're gone. Couple of dents in this wing, they're gone. Everything's in acid etch primer now, so I welded a new piece in this bottom bit here. This door is again just in acid etch primer, still on with this back end here. That's what I'm doing at the moment, and then I'm going to start straightening doors. Down here we are. So Dave's been flattening and doing these. These are in plastic primer. They're in plastic primer. They need to be eye build primered, and then we're going to straighten them out a bit and blah blah, make them look better. That's flatted. This is acid etch primer. We haven't started doing dints on that yet. Acid etch primer. We've started doing dints on that. Acid etch primer. That's all over the place, that door. So we've started doing dints on that. This here, this spoiler. We've gone over it with a flat pad, and you can see all high spots and low spots. So where it's shiny, they're low spots, where it ain't being gripped by sandpaper, and these are all your high spots. That is like a Mexican wave, it's all over the place. Same that's got, all these are dints. So I don't know what's going on there. I would still like to say car park dints. It looks like someone's been throwing gravel at it. Dave's on with doing the exhaust. Rob's on with doing a sprinter. And yeah, so that's where we're at with it at the minute. We will get in paint this week, next week, won't we? Next week, but we've been struggling a bit because it's been so cold and we didn't want to start putting paint on, because what happens is when it's cold is you just end up getting loads of little micro blisters under your paint in a couple of years. We don't want that, so rather than rush it and mess about, we've just been doing bits here and there when it's been somewhat like warm. Obviously we built up front, so that's where it was damaged, obviously. We've done that. I'm going to skim it on the inside a little tiny bit just to take all them little hammer marks out of it. But yeah, it's coming on. Interior's got trimmers, as you know, so hopefully that'll be ready, that's car's ready, so we can start bolting it all back together. So yeah, some point in this video it'll be in paint or primer. Oh my days, man, it's been a long couple of days. Anyway, that's done. These doors are getting flatted. Bob's eating, Matty's eating, everyone's eating. This is almost done, nearly done, sort of done, getting there. I've just put some move nuts in there for, oh, there even, for bumper. What are you two doing? This is what I've got to get, man, this is what I've got to get. This is all my audience, I've only got 2 people who watch me and it's these 2.
You're on Corpat.
Oh, then Corpat, what are you buying, what are you buying?
What are you paying for?
Paying for that course today, and what's that focus saying?
It's about $2 grand.
Right, anyway, so yeah, dribbly-drabbling on. Roof's flat, we're going to get them dints sorted out now, and that bit's done. Yeah, being primer today, hopefully, all being well. We shall see, we're going out tomorrow night to Rejuvenation in Leeds, and I don't think we're going to be in any fit state on Monday to be doing out. So, yeah, we are on with it. I really feel like this video is dragging on now, but we're just about getting things in primer. It has absolutely been an absolute nightmare, this car, because it's just been so cold, we can't paint now. Anyway, everything's prepped now, as you see here now, yeah, to go into primer. So, doors aren't done yet. They're nearly done, but they're not done. So, I'm going to primer all these little bits over the weekend, and then I'm going to paint all these little bits over the weekend. They're only going white out there, so there's not going to be no colour variation, I wouldn't have thought. But yeah, I'm going to get all these little bits done and out of the way, because they're just in the way. So the idea is, paint all these now, everything you see here, all this lot. I'm going to get them all in high build primer now, flat them tomorrow. I'm not going to wait about for primer to sink or like that, because I just haven't got time. So I'd normally leave it a few days to let the primer sink in that, but I mean there's not really much filler work as such going on here anyway. There's a few bits on these, but again it's just, I just need it out of my way now. It's really starting to drag on a bit. So yeah, bumper, boot, both spoilers, all side skirts, front back bumper and one wing for now. And then obviously next week, like I say, I'm going to paint all that in colour. I'm going to paint it all in primer now, and I'm going to put it all in colour, and then I'm going to move it all out of the way. I'm going to probably clean one of them boxes out and start it all nice and gentle, and then we'll get on with this and get this painted. Fucking hell, man, it's just a nightmare. Absolute nightmare. Anyway, I shall crack on with this now, and I'll show you what I'm doing. So basically what we're using is a Mipper high build primer in white. It's a 41, and you mix it with hard, I ain't putting no hardener in it yet. And then I'm going to use this cheap gun. It's got a 1.7mm tip, so it lets it come out nice and thick. And we're just going to go over all these bits, basically. So, shouldn't take long, to be fair. It is now 5:30 on a Friday, and I'm going to go home. So yeah, we'll get this mixed up and then get it on there. So you will have seen in that last little bit of footage, I started putting primer on things. Now my gun started messing up. As soon as I started painting, I couldn't get no more air pressure out of it, and it was too low, so there was some blockage somewhere off, even though it had been cleaned. So I struggled a bit. But anyway, the idea of the white primer is stuff like, you see this here, see them little dints there, Well, when I flat this primer now, them dints are filled, and we'll flat primer down to the same dint, and that'll make it go, basically, or stone chips, whatever you want to call it. Got a little bit of a run there. So again, stuff like this bumper, somebody has been flattening it down, and they've flattened it down too much, gone through paint, gone to plastic. So now we've got bits of plastic hanging out. So basically what it is, we're not body men, we don't do body work as such. No, I'll rephrase that. Dave and Rob don't really do body work. This isn't our full-time job, yeah? These are just projects of ours, or projects of mine that we do when we get time. So everything that you see is basically three of us, but like I said, Dave and Rob aren't really body men. So stuff like these little mistakes here where they've gone through too far with DA and that, it's just expected because they're not body men. Anyway, so these spoilers, as you've seen, they were all over the place. They're now got filler on and stuff like that. All these little lines here that you see and all these little dimples and all that lot are all going to come out when we flat this body, when we flat this primer down. That's the whole point of this primer, is it's like filler, but it's obviously liquid. So it goes on, sort of levels itself out a bit, and then we flat it down with a guide coat, and it takes all these little imperfections out. So that's what we'll be doing today. Spoiler, again, the spoiler all over the place. It's a lot straighter now, but it's still not perfect. But I haven't got time to spend any more time on it. I would like it to be absolutely perfect, but I just can't be bothered. Same with these. So these here, side skirts, we haven't really flatted any of this off, you know, because all this is under the car. We don't see it. I'm not bothered. You don't see any of this. You don't see any of this. In an ideal world, I'd have probably bought another one of them because, you know, it's easier to figure it out. But as long as these bits are good, yeah, these bits are what you see, right? These bits are under the car. So by rights, they're only going to end up stone chips and that anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Again, stuff like that there, you just don't see it. But we'll flat it still, we'll get it out a lot, but you don't see it, so it doesn't really matter. Bumper's done. Renault 21's back. We've had that in storage at a mate's unit, and he's got a concrete roof with a building above it, basically a floor above it, and it started to fall down, it started to hit that car, so we've had to move it. To move that car and bring it inside, there was a Astra GTE part there, wasn't there? Well, we sold that GTE because we needed somewhere to put that out of weight, and that, I mean, this car, wow, I didn't realise how good it was underneath. It's absolutely mint underneath. Does not need no welding, doesn't need hardly anything underneath at all, other than the gear linkage, a couple of bushes, and that's for paint. So we'll get that painted, and that's just going to be a nice usable car. As for everything else, obviously, outdoors and that, we're getting there, but they're not done. All cars rubbed down. We've bought I bought an alloy radiator, bought a big intercooler, bought a new air filter, green HKS one, and some green pipework and stuff like that. We're going to neaten up under there. We'll get car painted, and then we'll think about under here, because I just don't have time. I need this car to be movable, basically, at the moment. So once all cars back together and stuff, chances are we're going to end up painting under here. I know I said somewhere in the video we're going to do it now, but we're not. We're going to do it eventually, right? Boot lid, it's had a bit of filler on round holes here, where the spoilers didn't it, but now it's in primer. You can see, got a dint there as well. So we'll get that out. So I'm going to guide cut everything now. I'm going to get on with it. I know this video is a lot of waffling, isn't it? Sorry. Anyway, right, we shall progress. Right, guide cut's on. So I'm going to start flatting. Thing you realise when you're doing stuff like this is, yeah, when it's really low down, doesn't have to be perfectly straight, but when it's stuff like this, it needs to look something like, because that catches your eye, whereas right down low, don't so much matter, but it still needs doing. So yeah, basically we're going to flat this now until all that black's gone, until all these lines and that have gone, and it's nice and smooth basically. So we'll get on with it now. One down, one to go. No, one down, 20 other things to go. But see now, it's pretty flat as that. I'm happy with that anyway. So that's done. Next, just carry on. I think I'll do that one next. I'll do a lot of complicated ones first, because I get bored if I don't. So I'll do a lot of complicated ones, and then I shall start doing all easy things like that. I've knocked that dent out from back, So I'm hoping I'm going to get that now, just with primer, flattening primer off. In fact, I'll do that now. Right, this is where we are. We are flatted and, oh, hang on. Whoa. Right, so this is where we are. We have flatted that, flatted them, flatted that. You can see how it's all nice and smooth now. We have flatted them, but I ain't flatted down in there too much, like I said. And I ain't flatted in that line that much, to be fair. I could do go in there a little bit more. So with that is now flatted, that is now flatted, and that is now flatted. So there's a couple of low spots on this, one there and one there. You can see it black still in it, but I'm just not going to bother. I'm just going to put some paint on them, white, and I'll put enough on to be able to just flat paint off a little bit, because I really need to get my colour today, mainly because I need to pack it all away Monday, all these bits, so we can get on with other things. So not going to paint that today, like I said, because we need to chop some of that out. I don't know what we need to chop out. That's ready to paint in colour, that's ready to paint in colour, that's ready to paint in colour. They're not, because there's some bits on them and I'm not happy with it. So I'm going to get Dave to go over them with a bit of filler. There's no point messing about too much for them. That's all done. Couple of little tiny pinpricks, but like I say, because it's 2K paint, if we put enough of it on, we can flat the 2K paint down. You'll never know it's them. They're ready to go. Everything's ready to go now. Rob's just cleaning gun, and then we're going to clean up a little bit. We'll get some paint on. Rob's cleaning. Look at that. Look how fast his hands moving now. He's used to doing stuff like that. That's what he does when he gets home at night. Just fucking sits there cleaning his gun. Why's your gun so red, son? Right, anyway, we'll be back in a minute. Right, one coat into colour. One coat into colour. That is boot done. Spoiler, it's got a couple of little pinpricks in it on there, a couple there that we're going to get with them with colour, and if not, we'll just dot some paint into them later and then flat it. Side skirts, everything's one coat at the minute, so we've got a couple of runs, but not major. So got a run there, little tiny run there. So basically this colour is Mercedes Sprinter Arctic White. So it's got like a blue in it. So this is just a base coat in 2K. Obviously the flatter I can get it down, the less I've got to do once it's on. But we've got a tiny little one there, look. So not to worry, we'll get them out, but just a bit of paint and ice. It is a bit cold, to be fair. But yeah, that looks a little bit straighter, doesn't it, than what it did. That's the main thing. And they look something like. So again, I think it's going to look quite nice. Obviously all that's, can't really show you. Should look really nice when it's done. I was going to do it purple. I'm going to do it that midnight purple skyline colour, but I just can't be arsed having to lacquer it and all that lot. So yeah, they're done. That's, like I say, I haven't done that, but they're not done, but they want the 2 coats. But first coat's on, so we'll give it probably 20 minutes, 25 minutes in this cold, and then we'll get another coat. So yeah, man, she's looking good. Oh, the suspense is killing me. Look at that, beautiful. Beautiful, that's an cool. That. Oh! Where's it going? Where's it going? Where's it going? Oh, there's one there.
Guess that's what pipe work.
Must be. Next thing's complicated, isn't it? How complicated can you make things?
It's a grady. It's a grady.
Right, so somewhere, yeah, there's a, what do you call it in there, that was on that car, and it's an envelope and it's got an AirTech transfer on it.
Is it that envelope you just got?
No, it wasn't bonnet of that car.
You put them all shelf in there.
I haven't moved it because I haven't moved that car. So
I know what it is.
there you go. There you go, exactly. I know what it is, but I bet you the money you can't find it. Yep, right, we'll just put all white painted bits in that box down there and you're going to hear the crash in a minute. Yeah, fucking hell. We'll get there eventually. We'll pause it for now. So, because I'm thick, yeah, I've ordered 3-inch piping, which is a bit too big, isn't it? A bit too big. But that's centred. We're going to chop this bumper now. Top tip, cover that with cardboard. You can't damage them fins then. So, and then when you take that off, it'll be nice and straight still. So what we're doing here now is we've gauged up these side bits here with some tape, so we know the same distance in. And now we're going to chop along inside of that, up inside of that. We're going to leave that on. Obviously, this will be gone then, and intercooler should fit behind it. And then what we've done then, we've just chopped some little slits out there, and that should accept the flat dome heads that we've put on there, so then it's not going to foul with bumper. So, a bit loud in here, so I'll just get some video of Rob doing this. Right, Rob, just remember it wants to be straight, mate. Straight, Rob. Straight. Are you ready? Watch him. What's this? Another big drinking all weekend. Don't drink, kids. Whack off! What, Rob? It'd have been alright if you'd got that bit there straight.
I need coming straight anyway.
Fucking level.
Line.
That's not my line, mate. That's
Your
line.
line with tape.
It's because bumper goes like that. We're not far off that way.
Yeah. Turn back the spotlights out.
Yeah. Right, that one's straight, isn't it? I'm doing outro after I've just done intro. So Nova's there still, Dave's there still, and all these parts of Subaru are all lined up waiting to be going the colour. And we are, what we have done, this is all primed up now. So all primed up, flatted off. As you can see, we are just waiting for a bit of sunshine, which we've actually had, but we haven't had time because we've been doing bits and bats of stuff. So all that's primed. Roof's all primed, filled and primed. Need to fly it all off now. And then we're going to go over full car again with primer. give it a nice flat off and basically paint it. Door's done. Just wants I don't want no, just want painting. That door is in primer and it's got a guide coat on. Wing's got a guide coat on. If he's got a guide coat on, even Rob's got a guide coat on. Right, so we've been doing a bit of salvage as well. That's the thing. You see, we've been buying core part stuff because at the moment the sprinters aren't coming off fleet. So anyway, leave this video here for now. This is coming on channel soon. Leave this video here for now, and don't forget to like and subscribe and all that lot if you like watching us lot waffle on, because I keep forgetting to say it. But yeah, we've got like 2,000 subscribers, which isn't a lot, but then again, we weren't really doing it for subscribers as such. I only started the channel because I wanted to make a bit of a thing in my life, so what to do. Anyway, so yeah, see you soon, man.